Good Saturday morning. What's up? Welcome back to the Ryan Sullivan Show podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and wherever the hell else. Episode 53. And if you're wondering if we get up and hit those at 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday, we hit those, bro. We get up early and we go potty. You know why? Because we stay regular. We stay regular at going potty. And I ain't talking about the toilet, I'm talking about the show, doggy. I need my potty. Podcast potty. Potty, yaddy, 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 yaddy. So yeah, we hit those. We get up at 8:30. We get up at the crack of dawn on a Saturday to come live and direct on the show. Because you know what? Saturdays be bussin', doggy. I got tennis at 10 a.m. I got tennis at 10 a.m. today, bro. So welcome back to the show. So much to tell you. But you know what? We're going to talk about almost none of that. Because we have a silly goose time here on the show. Shenanigans. Absolute chicanery. Ryan Sullivan Show podcast, yeah, we could talk about real shit, or we could just have a silly goose time and not take anything seriously. And we keeps it that way, bro. I get up on a Saturday morning and I go potty. Not that kind of potty, this kind of potty. We podcasting, bro. I haven't even gone number 2 yet, dog. Because this is more important. All that bowels can wait. Bowels can wait, doggy. Maybe I should just flex for an half. Maybe I should just do a whole show of like an intro. This whole half-hour show is just going to be intro. You're going to be like, hey, when does the episode start? And it's just me ranting for half an hour about how it's a fire new show. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So, yo. Yeah, man. It's been scorch central. Full summer humid bullshit. I need a haircut. I move away from the mic so I can breathe. It's another show. It's another paycheck. It's another pair of shoes. In that order. That's our order of priority in life today. We gotta play tennis twice a week. We gotta play softball once a week. For some reason, I like playing tennis this year more than I like playing softball. And I can't tell that to my softball friends. I can't tell that to them. I'm there last night. I'm captain. I'm the captain now. I'm captain of a Friday night team, and I gotta look at him in the eye and lie to them. Excuse me. I'm like a parent telling a kid, yeah, you're my favorite child, when they sure as fucking, you know? I gotta look him in the eye like I did last night and say, hey, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. Oh, talk about the most, like, unrelatable problem ever. I'm just kidding. I love both. But I love playing tennis this year, bro. And I added it to my dating profile. Absolute shit. Dude, I matched with someone called Broccoli this morning. Oh, what the fuck? I don't want to be mean, but what the fuck? How is your name Broccoli, dude? And how did it... 50% of this is my problem. Because you got Bumby, you got Tindy, and you got Hingy Poo. And Bumby, Tindy, you accept half of that match as your responsibility because you got to both swipe right. But on Hingy, half of that responsibility on Tindy Bumby is mine. Because you got to both swipe right. But on Hinge, you can get the notification if they bust on your if they bust on your profile, if they like a video, if they comment or something, Hinge will let you know. How do I get a match? Someone called Broccoli, dude. Come on, man. Match quality is nosediving out here in these streets. Broccoli? Who gives birth, looks down and says, broccoli? Did they misunderstand? Did the naming nurse who's there with the pen and the pad, was she fucking still hungover or something? She, what's the name? Bianca? Broccoli? Perfect. Okay, next. First name Broccoli. Gotta fit that into a Drake lyric. The online dating, but you know what it is. Do I actually want to be in a relationship? Not really. Sometimes it'd be nice, but I'm not looking to date. It's like, low key. Do you want to know what I actually want? I want to match with somebody that I already know, so I don't have to break the ice and tell you like where I'm from and all that bullshit. Why is the lighting so dark, guy? I'm here. Gotta get the tea in, you know? Why is it so dark? Hey, wake up, a-hole. People gotta see the host. I'm wearing a hat at the crack of dawn because I got a nappy spot right there. Just like, slept there. How do you do that, how do you sleep there? Was I sleeping upside down with my feet up on the wall? How do you sleep there? I must have been like this. Just like over cranked, head backwards. Did not have a good sleep. Why? Played myself. Had a 3-hour nap yesterday evening. Idioso, dude. Idioso. I need to get a camera for this, though. Can't stop buying shoes, though. I forget where we were going when we started. As usual. But yeah, I had to look my team in the eye last night and lie to them. Like a parent. For sure, lots of parents lie to their kids. It's just weird how when you get older and you realize, like, man, because my parents were my age when they had kids. Like, dude, they didn't know what they were doing. I think that's the point, though. You never really do. You just send it. But that's like the most ultimate send. Like, yeah, let's bring a life into the world. What the fuck? Are you insane? Why? I don't know if I'm salty because I'm the most single person on the planet. It'd be dope to have a little guy, though. It'd be dope to have a little guy, but just like be a fun uncle. I don't know if I need the whole responsibility. It's kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it? What is the point? The point is later when like they make you proud and you're like, oh, okay. But like, what are the proud moments versus the fucking bullshit? I was on my scooter riding home last night. See, I don't need a kid because I am one. I just tap in. I just channel. I just hit the English channel and manifest my inner hoot and be younger me. And then I have a kid. I have a kid in me all the time, bro. And fucking, man. And I don't know why. Oh yeah, because I was on Scooty and I was ripping down the canal coming back from work, and I take a left here I was at my exit. I got to my exit on the electric scooter, and there was absolutely a family from fucking Winnipeg, a young family, like all teenagers, two girls and a dude, and mom and dad, and like young family, and they probably started pretty young because these were like preteens. The kids were probably like 13 to 16. Well, it can't get any tighter, but that's what I thought. In fact, the kids were so tight. Bear with me. The kids were so tight in age that I was like, maybe Samantha got permission to bring her bestie, because they all looked 14. But there they were, and dad, it was just like this. I love these people watching snapshots where, like, I just need 1 second, one freeze frame, and I can build a whole 6-season TV series about these motherfuckers, man. In my head, in 14 seconds. I can write the whole show. And here they were, in Montreal. No, we're going to go to Montreal. Imagine saving up. Imagine getting hyped up. Imagine all the prep. Dude, hotels, dude. Dude, hotels are like on the low end $200 a night. How much money do you need to take your family on vacation, bro? You need $20,000. What the fuck? You need to be rich to take your parents on family. And here's the kicker, bro. They don't even want to be there, bro. They don't imagine. We've all seen it in TV and movies growing up where it's like, I wanted the family to have a good time, blah, blah, blah. And I always, as a kid, when you're watching that, you're always like, goofy ass parent, like, shut up. But now, I'm like, holy shit, dude. Can you imagine saving for months to drag your fucking teenagers to wherever, and they just don't want to be there? Because that was this snapshot. Dad was on his phone checking where they were on Google Maps. Mom was, where are the sandwiches? Just like frazzled. Miss Frizzle? No, Miss Frizzle would have been a legend. They needed Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Because Miss Frizzle would have been like, hey, relax your body. Miss Frizzle in my mind is Jamaican. Is a white, redheaded Jamaican woman. But full Jamaican accent. And, yeah. Mom is just like tweaking, like we were supposed to, and we have to be back by. And Dad is just we're here, and to me, like this is, dude, of like the top 10 landmarks in Montreal, Atwater is in them. Bro, what do you mean you're looking up where? You're in front. Like they were right at that bridge. There's the tower, which I can see from my window. Oh, baller status. And they're like, and the kids are just... Dad, and like you see the 3 different dude, this is while I'm zipping by. These people were in my life for actually max 4 seconds. And you got the one kid who's good, who's fine with it, patient, who's patient. Then you have this, that was the one daughter, and then you have the daughters, and that might have been the friend, because she was just grateful to be there because she just loves her best friend so much. Now she's actually on vacation because she's not with her family; she's with her bestie Samantha in Montreal. and doesn't have to deal with her brother for 2 weeks or whatever. And the boy's choked. He's just bummed out. And so is the daughter, because they're embarrassed that the parents are frazzled. The parents just be frazzled, eh? That's why I'm like, yo, why did you do this? You guys you're straight up not having a good time. What is the point? Like, to have a legacy, yeah. Either having children is the greatest thing, or it's the most selfish possible thing you can do. I don't know. I'm in between, and I'm very torn. You know what I'm saying? How's my lighting? Probably trash. Unless your kid is out there winning Nobel Prizes, it's just the most, like... We can probably just stop having kids, can't we? Although I'd be a good dad, though. That I'm pretty GD sure I would be a good dad. But yeah, dude, they're just leeching forever. You just brought leeches into the world. I just don't know, like, where the, like, rewarding versus pain in the ass threshold, like, is ever worth it, man. I don't think it ever is. You just accept. And you hope for the best. And you're like, I don't know. I think if you asked most boomers, you know, like the 60, 70 crowd, actually, I already know the answer. My dad has told me the answer. Don't have kids. I'm like, but dad, me though. But me. And he's like, I wish I could return you. I get it though. Yeah, if you asked any boomer, like anyone with enough life experience, you know, not the 30-something-year-old that has a 4 or 5 or 6-year-old, because they're still full of shit. They still need to con themselves into thinking that this was the right call. Denial is what it is. But ask any boomer who did the kids, they grew up, college, moved on, now they're married and having kids. Hey, excuse me, sir. Don't run from the Lord. No, but hey, excuse me, sir. Oh, I have a mic right here tight. Excuse me, sir. Was having kids worth it? Would you recommend to the younger generation to have kids? They would be like, absolutely not. Keep your money, do stuff. Absolutely not. Have multiple cars, a dirt bike, and travel. And buy every pair of shoes that you ever want. Or bring a leech into the world. See, if you're loaded... If you're like, the government should have a cutoff age. It's like, okay, if you don't have 4 million in the bank by the time you're 35, they snip your shit. They're just like, no, this is just a bad call. Don't care. That's what China does. They're just like, no, you're 35, you don't have 4 million, okay, schlick. You can keep your balls and still F. You can keep your V and still get it on. And have all the fun. All benefit, no cons. But if you're 35 and you don't have 4 million in the bank, they're just like, nah, sorry. This is just not savvy. This is just horrible. There's a good chance you're going to get pregnant. And it's not going to be good. It's not going to work. It's going to be 20 years of hell for everybody. So, snip, snip. Like I saw, like, I don't know, like if you're rich and don't have to do anything, like I'm saying this because yesterday I just saw us, like, you know, when you're scrolling and you just see like a clip, you don't even watch the whole thing, but it was like Kevin Hart interviewing Pete Davidson. What the fuck? Just like, what is this absolute horseshit? The most horseshit interview. Neither of those guys are funny. To me, neither of those guys are funny. I gave both of them a chance. Kevin Hart just yells. I won't do his voice, but he's like Aziz Ansari. Is he actually funny, or is he just kind of yelling and complaining? Don't at me. Margaret Atwood. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart and Aziz Ansari aren't funny yet. I'll give them a chance. They aren't funny. They just like have their tone, that like whiny, pitchy, naggy kind of like thing. And like, it's almost like a recipe where like people, I don't know. And then Pete Davidson is the depressive comedian. I've given his stuff a shot. Like, anyway. Maybe part of it's jealousy, but like, yeah, what the hell? How does Kevin Hart interviewing Pete Davidson? Great. Okay, humanity's saved. We're saved. We did it, guys. And yeah, I stopped on this thing for like 12 seconds, and Pete Davidson was like, actually the one thing I have left to do in my life that I really like is unfinished business is like having a kid. And Kevin went, oh, and like the camera angles like cue the music. Yeah, just like it seems like really rewarding. It's like the one thing left to do in this life. And it's like, what the fuck interview is this? How did this happen? Why is it here? Why does it have 276 million streams? Okay, great. Yo, you just use one of Kim's, bro. She has 7 that nannies raise. But see, that's great. That's when you should have kids, is when like everyone is no worries about anything. Nobody has to worry about shit. Because they can do whatever they want. And so can you. How much time do you think Kim spends with her kids? I don't know, maybe she does. Maybe she pays other people to run her empire. And she does the mommy job. But again, my point. You gotta have 4 million by the time you're 35, or you're cut. You're cut, bro. And you know, I'm past. Put me out to pasture. We're done. I don't even want a dog, dude. I just want sneakers, bro. I'll be a fun uncle. My younger sister's gonna have a kid. I'll be fun uncle. Dude, you know the business. It's like when you see somebody's dog. Have you ever babysat? Have you ever been to a family thing like where like the kids start to get annoying and you're like, "Oh my god. I actually hate this. I'm so glad I get to leave." I've done my grinding, man. I've paid my dues. Another story. But yeah, bro. Anyway. Don't have babies. I like playing tennis. I'm really excited about my next pair of shoes to arrive. See, this is what I'm talking about. Buy a pair of shoes or 2 every paycheck. I'm not swimming in dinero. I'm working on that, though. Best believe. Jada kiss noise. I won't do it because it'll clip the mic and then the audio on the rest of the podcast will be effed. I can do this, though. Look what I can do. See, now the light hitting, bro. Look at how crispy. Now the light hitting. Oh, and there we go. Oh. Zero quality control. And that's the other thing about having kids, bro. You might get an addict, bro. Chances are high. Chances are pretty high. They're going to have a behavioral disorder. They're going to be an addict. You want to roll those dice? Getting a good kid is like, what are the chances, bro? Just a good child? Bro, why are you going to Vegas with your mortgage? You don't have a full deck of cards. You want to procreate, bro? What are we doing? This is all jokes, by the way. Love me a good rant at 8:53 in the morning. But yeah. So yeah, I painted a 6-season series. Not for Netflix, but for Amazon. And you know what that means. You know what I mean by that. Of this family, just like, well, no, we'll stop here. And I forgot. They're all on Bixies, of course. That was the dead giveaway that they're not from around here. Was the Bixies. And just the looking at them, the whole thing's hilarious, man. I love writing entire TV series off of just like watching people for 1 second. I gotta get back to writing my movie. I gotta text my boy and be like, yo, we're back on soon. Because I am working on a script. No spoilers. Yeah. So, be careful. Yeah. I think we'll just shut up right there. That's plenty to chew on. That's plenty to chew on, my guy. Don't procreate. Or maybe do. Whatever. Do whatever you want. But just like, heads up, though. That's the whole point of this podcast. Heads up on having kids, though. I'd like to name it that, but I have too many friends pregnant right now. There's some people that are pregnant that I'm hyped for them. I'm like, yo, you're gonna have a fucking cute family. Maybe there's only one that I know of right now, actually. I'll let you guys figure it out. He's talking about us. It's us for sure. David, Ryan's talking about us. Yeah, bring me the Breyers ice cream. So have yourself a blessed in the blood of Christ ass motherfucking weekend, bro. I'm gonna play a bunch of tennis, play some softball. I'm gonna keep watching movies. Oh, check out my movie review. You already know what the deal. You know what the vibes, bro. I gotta tell you shit. At Sullivan Ryan on TikTok and Instagram, and that's a wrap. Thanks for listening. Truly, truly appreciate you. And lay